Alright guys, so it's day 3. Was able to get into town today and get gas for the welder, thanks to a really good friend of ours / family. Since we were in town, I went ahead and got as much stuff as possible, including weld-through primer. Hot. Anyway, I got all this welded up just a little bit ago and ground down and put the weld-through primer on, which is great because it's going to help protect the panel and everything underneath from moisture and rust. Shit's fucking expensive though. What is that, $30 a can? So, there's that. I went ahead and picked up some more clamps, new tips, tiger paws, cutting discs, you know, the whole 9 yards of stuff that I think I'm going to need. Going to get this rear deck filler panel in tonight, be done with it, and then tomorrow I'll probably move on to the upper, or the lower part of the cowl. So, here we go. Alright guys, got this fitted and ready to weld in, hopefully. And I have to do overhead welding because up under here, that's where all the spot welds got to go to this thing. So I've got the bottom piece of that sprayed and weld through primer as well. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take a screw or something to get that down, but I'm gonna wait until I get a few tacks or spot welds in this thing first. Probably spot weld the corners, and then the middle and a few little other areas, and then press it down, because I know for a fact corners of these quarters have got to go down a little bit, because when I cut a piece of that steel out that was attached to those inner corner supports, the quarter panel popped and went ahead and popped up a little bit. So I think it'd be easier to weld this panel in first, you know, on the quarters, and then press it down. But we'll see. Never had to replace anything like this before, so I'm pretty confident that it'll go all right. Oddly enough, welder's actually running better, which I'm not going to complain about, because as long as it's going to weld a hell of a lot better than it was before, I'm not going to jinx that shit. Of course, now I said that, you know, I'll get up in here and do some overhead and it's going to go horribly wrong. Alright guys, pretty much got the rear deck filler panel in. I've got a few more spot welds to do up underneath, and that corner over there, and then all the way across here, which I'm going to go ahead and get to here in a minute. To get it flush with the bottom panel, which is pretty common, I went ahead and put a couple of screws in it, and that corner's got a clamp. So that way I can go ahead and get a real good even weld and have this down where it needs to be. So that's next, and then this will pretty much be done. I guess tomorrow we'll move on to rebuilding these corners here and addressing the rest of this window channel that needs to be done. But otherwise, it's pretty much in there, good to go. Ooh, new metal. Alright guys, got the rear deck filler panel in, pretty much all tacked. I think I got 3 or 4 more spot welds to do, but I'll do that tomorrow. Those are all filled in all the way across, just got to kind of grind them down smooth. Again, I'll do that tomorrow, and I'm going to move on to the corners and everything. So this thing is in. Boom, Chevelle's got new metal. So, I'll be updating on the Chevelle quite frequently. So, like I said, when we moved it up into the lean-to, or the first day that I started on this, plan is to get it back up and running by the end of summer. So it's going to be one hell of a ride. All right, guys. As always, stay frosty. Ride or die. Reaper out.